Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel, and welcome to my Friday Sews. On a Saturday, that is. Yeah. And on this wonderful Saturday, I don't have any sewing to show you again. No, I've not done any. And you're probably wondering, what on earth is going on? Why hasn't Barbara made anything? Haven't I done any real sewing? Probably for the last, I don't know, at least three to 4 weeks. I've not really done much at all. Not really got anything in. Seemed to be a bit lacking. I know my sojo was a bit low, but yeah, I suppose it's other things getting in the way. Like one of the things is that I've recently started a new job, and that is taking a bit more of my brain space, as it were, than I thought it would do. But I mean, that's how it is, isn't it? You know, you start something new, something different, especially like a new job, and you've got to put a bit of effort in there. And that's sort of filling my brain up a bit too much for me to be able to stop and creatively think about doing sewing and making stuff. So, you know, I'm sort of sat here in a bit of chaos with, I've got knitting stuff here. I've got a bag full of scraps that seems to be growing exponentially on its own. Even though I've not been making anything, it's getting bigger and bigger and fuller, and I've got to do something with this, haven't I? I know I do keep attacking it and keep trying to sort of get it down, but it's just getting bigger and bigger. I don't know what to do with this, really. I'm sure I'll manage to get through it at some point, but when, I don't know. So yeah, so I've had a bit of brain space. Has not been too much for doing sewing. I have fiddled around and fluffed about with one or two things, and I've picked up something and I've had a look. I've gone through with fabrics and tried to decide, you know, what else could I make in that. But then I keep picking up and deciding on more projects when, you know, I've got it's on the floor as well. The stuff for the jacket I want to make. I've got the bags up there which haven't been touched in at least the last 2 weeks, really. I've got something else up on there. I'm not sure what I was doing up there, that, you know. And then wasn't last week, it was a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, whenever I had my last sewing social, I did pick up some material from the swaps table, and it is this stuff. Look at that. Wow, that is gorgeous. It's really lovely, and I've got, I think it's just over 2 meters, something like that. So being a viscose crepe of some sort, that's how it feels. That's what I'm going to say it is, regardless of whether it is or not. And if anybody from my sewing social happens to watch this and you've left it on the swaps table and know what it is, just let me know. But yeah, I got this, and there's plenty of it. So I'm going to make a dress with it. I do make dresses from time to time, and I'm going to make this one, Simplicity 9742. That's what I'm going to have a go at. Now, I have made this one before. Would it be about a year ago? Maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, this was the dress that I made with it. This is a viscose, but a viscose twill, I think. I'm not sure. It is a viscose, but I'm not sure what. But it's a much heavier material than this. Well, I say much heavier, but it's got a much different feel to it. So yeah, this lovely skirt, and that was basically view A, like the model's wearing, but this has got 3 lengths to it. So view A is the mid length, view B is the shortest, and view C is the longest. So I effectively made the shortest length, which is view B. So I made it as short as I could, but with the yoke part that creates the sleeves and the collar. This time when I make it, I'm going to make view B properly, but so it won't have the yoke and the collar and sleeve bit on it. It'll just have the straps that go over the top. So that's what I'm going to make out of this fabric. So it'll stop at this point here, and the fabric, and this part that forms the sleeve and that won't be on there. That's a lovely dress, by the way. It is quite close fitting, so I can't wear it if I'm having a sort of like bloated day. It just won't go on me. So, but yeah, this stuff is going to be fantastic to make it with. So yeah, with these lovely flowers on, floral design, and lovely green colour. So yeah, so I've decided on another project. So when I'll get that done, I don't know. I mean, what I really ought to do is cut that out, get it cut out, and then once it's cut out, maybe I could take it to my to the next sewing social, which is actually next weekend. So that's quite terrifying, really, because I'll need to get something prepped for that, won't I? And I've got nothing prepped unless I take my bag back with me, the bag that I started at the last sewing social and never finished. So I could take that and do that. I don't know. I haven't decided. I really don't know what I'm doing, to be quite honest. But yeah, I'm hoping that within the next couple of weeks or so, maybe, you know, by the time I get to the sort of, well, that's not in the next couple of weeks, end of August, that things will be settled and I'll be back into sewing a bit more regularly. Whereas at the moment, you know, I'm getting into this job. I'm coming home, my brain's full of other things. I'm not settling down with what I'm doing. I'm faffing about in here in the room, and I'm not getting anything really done. And then going, oh, let's have a look, see what other projects I can do. I've got projects already on the go. I don't need another one. But never mind. Chaos, brains everywhere, mush at the moment. You know how it is when other things come along and it sort of fills it up and you can't make space for that bit of sewing. But never mind, I'm sure I'll get there, and I'll stop waffling in a moment and get on and do something. Well, I'll try anyway, at least. So there we go. That was my unproductive week, my rambling thoughts, my considerations for starting another project without finishing anything else. But there you go. And that's all I've got for you. And maybe, just maybe next week, I might have something productive done. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But never mind. I'm sure all of you lot are getting on with lots of sewing and lots of making and enjoying your week. So I think I'll just leave it there, really, before I ramble on about anything else and keep going. So, first of all, which I should have said at the beginning, should I? It's the end, but never mind. Thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Fridaysews, even though it's Saturday. But don't worry about it. We'll get there. And Dominic and Delphi, say hello and goodbye for this week. So there we go. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and click that bell icon and get a notification of when my videos come out. Please do comment. I can't even speak, can't even get my words out today. How is it? Let's go. It's like, subscribe, comment, because I do love reading your comments. It's really nice to hear what you've been doing, because it's obviously going to be a lot more than what I've been doing. And if you wish to comment between yourselves in the comments, please do, because that's why we come here, isn't it? To make those connections. So I think it's just left for me to say, from me, Dominic and Delphine, thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.